Morning. So, today, 25th of July, get it right today. The mind was elsewhere, I'm afraid, while I wasn't here. And I did the runes in the wrong order, but I think I corrected it. So, you've been with me long enough to know what's going on when it's going on. 25th. Mercury enters Virgo, Mercury quincunxes Neptune. Take a moment to double check you're on track. So that goes with today's card because it's about being on or off track. Avoid mix-up and misunderstandings. The moon is in Aries. So Aries fits with the song because it's Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen. Can't start a fire. Oh, there's the Pisces energy, Mercury, Pisces and Neptune. So it's the victims and the martyrs. It's partnerships, it's legal matters, it's open enemies and Libra. So, here we go. Oh, we got Beth, the birch tree, Arcana. So the name Beth or Elizabeth could be important. You may have planted a birch tree for a loved one. Lost a good friend. Found out about it while I was on my travels. Too many too soon. If you've lost somebody, then I'm feeling you right now. So, don't want to doom and gloom you there this morning, so I hope you are all alright. Didn't have much of a signal while I was away, so I have managed to like all your good mornings and everything. I love to see and thank you. If you haven't already, please subscribe or like or comment, because that's always good, so I know that I'm not talking to thin air. And the ones that are always here, you know you are. Thank you for being there. Especially times like this, it's nice to know you're there. So we all get isolated a bit, don't we? And I don't want you to isolate, so Spirit keeps saying get out there, socialise. The more people you talk to, the more Spirit can connect. Use your voice, because remember, your voice is unique, it's your vibration. The more you talk, the more you're lifting the vibration of the planet. Keep it positive. You might think you're not important, but you are. We all are. Here we go then. So it's about working as a team, it's a home, family, the fourth house, Cancer, it's vehicles, it's travel. It's about being in control of your own life, not being led by others. So hopefully it's in the upright. But with those dice, Pisces and Neptune, it means that some of you are doing things not out of the goodness of the heart, but because you want to keep the peace. That makes you a martyr. and others will be victims. So allowing people to walk all over you. Oh dear, I don't know where that come from. And there it is. Unfortunately, it's in the first pile, so it's very important, but we are off track. So Spirit wants us to get back on track. It does mean, even though it's a neutral card for today, there could be speeding tickets, parking fines, mechanical problems, issues with the vehicle. You may need a new one. Mercury. Communications about that. It's about the stomach and the breasts. So check yourself, girls. You've got divorced or widowed females, or those of us that are detached, unwilling to open up to others, staying on the fringes because you've been damaged and you don't want to be hurt anymore. But this is even worse because this person, this female, is seeking revenge, and that's not made by you. It's made by karma, by spirit. It's also Aquarius of any gender, which is 20th of January to around the 20th of February. The fire's gone out, dancing in the dark, one day. That's professional advice. So with it being reversed, it's a negative professional advice from doctors, spiritual leaders, and lawyers. The answer is yes, it could be a pregnancy, a celebration, a reunion. Something is trying to be born, be it a person or an idea, business, whatever it is. You're off track, so this can't happen if there's no fire in your belly. The fire is being used elsewhere to in the negative, and it will bring failure by bickering and arguing. Again, two gifts that's been rejected by spirit. There's no love here, even for yourself. Feeling drained, feeling depressed, running on empty. So what's needed is the change. Number 10, a positive change. Fate is bringing a positive change because you aren't making it happen. You've lost the passion for whatever it is. So 3 very positive cards in the midst of all this. Just say yes to any invitations you get. There's reunion celebrations, and then a change can happen. So like I said, the ramblings that I talk about before we do the read usually do have some relevance. So unbeknownst to me. So get out there, socialise, talk to people. You never know where it might lead you. It might get you back on track. Yeah. Marriages, friendships, teachers, schools, faith in yourself and others. The neck and throat, healing. Don't be a lamb to the slaughter. Do not sell your soul to the devil. You are choosing a spiritual path in whatever form that takes. 5 and 23, massively important, positive energy. Taurus, Sam and Peter. Choosing the right path. Yeah, moving on. From stormy waters to calm ones in 6 weeks. You may be planning a holiday. It's movement, especially over or on water. 6 weeks. But there's apathy here, and you've got to fight that. Don't sit at home on the couch watching Netflix, because that'll get you nowhere. Stuff in your face. It's refusing to accept this, whatever this is, this offer. No shame, no blame. Get out of your mind, because you're making a mental prison for yourself about shame. So for some, this could be that you found out you're pregnant and it wasn't from a committed relationship and you don't know what to do. But Spirit is saying have faith, because there's no shame in this. These things happen. Now we've got a couple who are both detached. It looks like there's been unfaithfulness here. For some, not for everybody. For others, it's medical matters, where the doctors are just not doing what they're supposed to do. They're letting you down. Bad advice. Or the lawyers, because we've got the 7th house there, legal matters. There's confusion over this, where usually there's clarity. Conflicting advice maybe from a male or female doctor or spiritual leader or lawyer. A very confused mind. And if this is a couple, they are both detached. There's no longer any passion, any fire in this situation. It's becoming blatantly obvious there's nothing left there. So Spirit wants you to grow as a person, as a soul. If it was the pregnancy, this is definitely that someone should or will keep the child, because it's only the shame or the blame that's stopping them. It's not like it was years ago. There's no stigma attached to being a single parent. You may already have children. Maybe that's why you're worried about it. Or it may be from an affair, like I said. Happiness will return. We've got mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. We've got abundance. We've got, so if you're thinking there's not enough money or whatever, that will come. Agriculture, crops, harvest time, growth in any area of your life. The military, May the 31st, November the 11th, Memorial Day, Venus, Taurus. So money is running away like water. There's no security, there's no nest egg, there's nothing to fall back on. Security of the family unit, an ending to that security. So that's another thing. You know that if whatever this is that you go through with, this new beginning, it's going to destroy that. So somebody doesn't want to take action because of it, or unable to take action. Because for you lads, with the 7th house there, the Ace of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse, which is Aries, which we've got Aries moon, it means that there is no passion for this. There is no, you're not putting your money where your mouth is, you're not doing what you say you're going to do. And that will leave you feeling isolated and alone. There's someone here stirring the pot. The shit stirrer. We always say, don't we, the shit stirrer should be made to lick the stick. They want to win at all costs. They don't care how they do it. They will cut the nose off to spite the face. They will be the martyr. But what they don't realise is nobody wins this, and everyone will regret it if you start acting like that. So don't. So we do have the 3 and 30 and the 5 and 23, positive energy. There's no teamwork here because we've got today's card in the reverse, and it is the only major, number 10, sorry. So 10, 5, 23, 3 and 30. Almost got the lottery numbers, haven't we? So it's about apathy. They don't want you to refuse to accept offers or a situation. Realise what it is. Stop wasting your energy. Yeah. So this is unable or unwilling to attend that reunion or celebration. Deciding to not go at the last minute. But the maid and the mother and the crown. It is probably because of children. Some issue around children. Possibly a new school that's not working out or something like that, even because of the teachers and schools or the faith. So this is about child abuse. So unfortunately some faiths don't have as much care for the children as we do. It's being triggered. It's bad memories of the past, however recent, could be as easy as yesterday. Another 5. Changes have to take place. This is bickering, arguing, making mountains out of molehills. These people are not going to let up, and it is going to be a fight. You can't sit there and ignore this. Yeah, 19. You're in the dark about something. Leo energy. Travel will be delayed. Children are an issue, so your travel plans might not take off yet. Maybe you can't go till the kids go back to school, and that's going to cost you with fines and what have you in this country. Because it does say you're travelling across water, but there'll be delays. It's only putting obstacles in your way. So 19 is negative. 2 and 29 is positive. Someone coming back from the gates of hell. And now we have the perfect divine couple. And these outweigh the minor arcana couple. These two are detached. But this is a divine union. The high priest, the high priestess. So we've got to put that force field up. Nothing negative goes into our bodies, mind, spirit. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally or physically positive. Sacrifices have been made. Enough sacrifices have been made. We don't need to make any more. It's time to block the gateway. Don't take anything into your mouth, your diet, medication, or into your body as injections or whatever. And don't let anything out of your mouth that is not true or is negative. The high priestess is usually mute. She doesn't have to say anything. But this is a time where you come back from the gates of hell. She was kidnapped, so kidnapped victims released maybe will hear you. And again, the daughters, because Persephone is Demeter's daughter, so mother and daughter we've got there. Being dragged back from the gates of hell. The Romanes, the tarot readers, the psychics, carnival people. There it is again there. We're not working as a team. We're off track. We've got to unite. We've got to come together. Again, the horses, the team of horses. But it's also, that's the aristocracy, the elite. They're not going to be on track. It is the 7. We've got the 7 there and the 25. So it's no longer neutral. This is the problems with accidents, in collisions, car crashes. So you'll know if you lost somebody that way in spirit. The Cancer, star sign, the yin yang, pulling in different directions. Yeah, you're slogging your guts out, digging an early grave, working for people instead of for yourself. That's the Cinderella. You will not go to the ball if you carry this on. So, yeah. Now we've gone back to the blame shame game. And somebody is trapped in a mental prison of their own making. That's their inner child having a tantrum because things haven't worked out how they wanted them to. And unfortunately, that brings us back to the same card, Five of Swords. Not only do the children suffer, but so does everybody else. This is going to be a bloodbath if we don't make the changes, figuratively or physically. The children suffer. Your inner child suffers. They want to win. We need to protect ourselves. Bit dire that one, isn't it? So let's have a look at Berkana. Yeah, it's about a birth of something new. A child, a company. The mother goddess, Mama, is there. All living things, and the birch tree. So let's have a look. I think I've had this for a very long time. And there's this one, which is the Aquarius lady, female, a divorced or widowed woman, the letter B. Beor bear no fruit, yet without seed it brings forth shoots, for it is generated from its leaves. Splendid are the branches, and gloriously adorned, its lofty crown reaches the sky. So possibly the royals, something to do with the royals. To Anglo-Saxons the rune was Beor, while to the north of Scandinavia and Iceland it was known as Bjarkana. This rune is feminine in nature and has connotations of motherhood, domesticity, protectiveness, seen in the shape of the rune, which suggests breasts, which is what the chariot covers, the breasts and the stomach. It's the she-bear, which is Virgo, the graceful swan, and the number 20, teeth, knees, buds. In human terms, wise women, herbalists, healers are also indicated by the runes. However, the name of the rune, Berkana, literally means birch tree or possibly popular. So you are popular. Although it is also a symbolic link with fair trees of all types. The rune associated with growing things, also connected to agriculture, which again is the mother energy. And there we have it, the baby, the fresh starts, the birth of something, a new religion, a new faith, a new way of being, a new world. As might be imagined, with such a feminine rune, its mythology derives from the stories of several Norse goddesses. Prominent amongst these is Frigga, the goddess of the spinning wheel. There's the wheel of fate, the number 10. And the wife of Odin, the All-Father, which is Wednesday. Frigga was the patroness of women, especially those in labour or caring for infants, of marital fidelity and family harmony. Well, we've got infidelity there, so... Fiercely protective of her own children, she nevertheless found time to care for the offsprings of others too. In one of her aspects, She guarded the souls of young children, and it's interesting to note that in past times, if a marriage ceremony was thought to be too expensive, the union could still be recognised if the prospective bride and groom jump over the birch twig broom together. So if you love each other, you don't need the big flash ceremony, and if you want the baby to have the name and be in a loving relationship, maybe that's what you do. The symbolism of the birch twig broom leads us to the medieval tradition of witchcraft, because in old stories a witch and her broom were rarely parted, but witches were only healers, midwives, etc. So that could be a midwife. It may be that brooms did indeed play a role in half-remembered matriarchal pagan cults that survived into recent history. This could be especially significant since women accused of being witches were often local healers and midwives. Bacana is the rune of new beginnings, and somebody's trying for a new beginning. Good news, a birth, we need a bit of that. Fertility and times of family rejoicing. So there's the family rejoicing, but somebody's not invited, which is a shame. So we've got the three nuns there, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Or you may not be able to attend. It's agriculture in general, showing that time of personal growth is on the way. This may involve material, domestic, or by far the most likely possible spiritual affairs, because Bacana is also associated with intuition, which is the high priestess, the higher self and the sole purpose on earth. As a more specific indicator, Bacana suggests that new projects are starting to get off the ground, but will need rigorous care and attention for it to thrive, much as a human infant needs the loving care of its mother in order to thrive and develop. Traditionally, Bacana radiates to women's issues, particularly feminine health and the care of infants. In its upright position, the rune can be regarded as a good omen that denotes proper growth and development. The question is about health. The appearance of Bacana symbolises natural regenerative powers and a raising of the spirit as a sense of well-being and return. However, for some, because the Ace of Cups is reversed and the Three of Cups comes out in the reverse and the upright, worrying family news is often indicated. The health of a relative is the most usual reason for this anxiety. There is a hint that a celebration will be cancelled, yes, more than a hint. At the very least, indefinitely postponed. If health is not the issue, then the inverted Bacana indicates that you will be on a course that will lead you nowhere. So there's your road to nowhere. You will find that since all doors are closed to you at present, it will be necessary to cut your losses and return to square one. There we go. So, sever ties with those swords, girls and boys, because you're both there. 7th house, legal matters. Libra, don't sit on the fence. Marriages, there we have it. The lines, the marital home, the colour blue-brown. Relationships, matrimony, well, we've got the blue there. And partnerships, unity, other people, projections, so be careful that you're not projecting your feelings and wants onto others. Public enemies and lawsuits. In this sphere, the soul searches out to another in the mutually beneficial relationship. How easily someone reaches out and how well they balance their needs with that of another is described by the signs. Uranus or Aquarius, and we've got Aquarius definitely, suggests a problem with commitment, while Saturn craves certainty. Saturn is connected to that one, so it's between commitment issues and whether you're sure. You've got to be sure. Even if there's children involved, you've got to be sure. The 7th house also describes the qualities someone seeks in a partner and the kind of person to whom someone is attracted. And Mars is placed in the house with Aries being there and the Ace of Wands, so suggests that seeks an assertive partner, but an aggressive one may be attracted. So be careful of that. You don't want to be in an aggressive relationship. The sun or moon in the 7th house may indicate unconscious searching for father or mother substitutes. And the moon is in Aries, so that's possible as well. So don't go looking for mothers or fathers. You psychological issues. The rest, hang on. Pisces in Neptune is where it belongs. That's where we are until 2026. So this may drag on a bit longer than we would like. We're trying to birth a new age into being. So this placement aspires to total merging. So the merging of two families, perhaps. A return to the source. The danger lies in being unable to distinguish between escapism and true spiritual aspirations. So maybe somebody was unfaithful to try and escape the boredom, the apathy, and it backfired. So all there is the moon, which is the high priestess, and the moon is in Aries. So the daughters and Aries. Where's she gone, the high priestess? The daughter, there she is. 2 and 29. 2 being more important, but it is the moon, which is in Aries, and he's refusing to take action. So this is about your belief, mainly in yourself and spirit. It's your soul, deep in your soul. It's not the heart. This is a soul union. So all things must come to the soul from its roots, its foundations, from where it is planted. The name Teresa there. What does your gut say? The moon asks. Hidden messages, so secret messages, and self-protection. Its placement by the sun and house indicates those areas where we are most emotional and sensitive. It's what you feel instinctively and what is at the core of your emotion. The moon is your soul, so look to see if you've got a moon in Aries, because that might be important. The home we grow up in, the need to hide away and recoup energies. Well, that home that you grow up in may have gone, may not be there anymore. There's no escape. It's the female principle. It can signify our relationships with our mothers as well as pregnancy, what I say. It also signifies our grandmothers and even old age. So geriatric issues can arise when this card turns up. What did I say? Crowds belong to the moon, but also shyness and reticence and things that occur in the dark. So you may be painfully shy and not want to attend this gathering. The moon shows how we respond emotionally and what we feel most deeply. Some believe the moon represents who we are in secret and also memories from who we were in the past. That might not be the same person as you are now. The moon is the most innermost selves, and this matter, do not be shy. Allow yourself to shine. This card indicates fluctuations in your life, ups and downs. The moon changes signs every 2.5 days, so it won't last long. For 12 different moon combinations. But the moon is the side we keep concealed. The moon has many aspects. It's the most elevated planet in your chart. It is considered to have a strong influence. The lunar influence can be indicative of future fame, governing the masses and what is likely to be popular. At this time, you are having trouble controlling your emotions and you may want to do things that are safe. So staying in your comfort zone. Apathy, open it'll all blow over. You're very sensitive and you must gauge any feelings before you enter a room or being with people you don't know. So we know that, but that doesn't stop you going. You like working alone, but you are also dependent on others, so socialise. The arts and the helping professions will suit you. You will do well working with people with mental or emotional problems or anyone who needs counselling. It is also a good time to rely upon imagination and to pay attention to your dreams. Write them down. Don't look for the psychological meaning, look for the spiritual meaning. And this card turns up, all is not as it seems, because something is being hidden from you. You're kept in the dark by that sun card. Where's it gone? 19. Where's it gone? We're all travelling now, aren't they? Oh, there it is. 19. Blockages put in your path, kept in the dark about things. You may feel you have lost your direction. That is what that is, today's card. And that you don't have all the information to go forward. There is much you are sensing, but you may be hesitant to act, definitely, because you sat there, stuff in your face. It may look as if it's too difficult to cut through the fog and get to the real truth of a situation. Substance abuse issues may touch your life, but not necessarily but certain energies or people surrounding you. After growing close to someone, the energy may feel smothering and restrictive. Insecurities may arise, and there may be a feeling of paranoia. We love our moon though. She makes us feel safe. So the paranoia may come from the drugs what you're taking. So someone's emotional clinginess may be an issue. After all, the moon tells us to hang on, oftentimes after we should have let go these things from our lives. But no, hang in there, you'll win sooner or later. Do you want to win because they want to win at all costs, or do you want to be happy? There's no shame or blame in failure. It's a growing pain. It's important now not to accept false pictures or misapprehend the truth. Like with Neptune, we've got there, with the moon, deception is possible. Things are cloudy right now. It's a good time to open your mind to visions, as well as appreciating women's wisdom and intuition. Find your feminine side, bring out your visions and talents in a more public way. As shy and tentative as the moon is, she still represents fame and crowds. When you think of the moon, think mystery, birth, tribes, unanswered questions, and sometimes sudden fame. Someone from your past is about to re-enter your life, but it might not be very pleasant because we've got the past traumas. Any romance that starts will be strange, compelling, and even familiar. An important meeting could occur in the evening hours. Pay close attention to the energies that swirl around. It's a good time to rely on your gut instinct. There's the hair, 28, the other world, the shape shifting, and fertility. So something is definitely waiting to be born. The hair, she was made, as Persephone was, for someone she didn't love. So there is much symbolism in the Celtic hair and the other world. The Celtic warrior Oisin hunted and wounded a hare in the leg. So someone like Chiron, wounded in the leg, someone with a scar, the limp, or the amputation. He gave chase and followed it underground, only to find a young woman bleeding from the injured leg. So some leg injury could take place. Hence the hare's connection with the other world and shape-shifting. One of the traits of the hare is its amazing ability to literally turn on a dime at great speed. It is prey to many things, but can evade capture extremely well, and so may you. When the hare crosses your path, it's a symbol that you may need to change direction, especially if you're a little stuck in your ways, and that you do need to change direction. You need to flip that. So, you need to change tactics. It can even mean that you're moving too fast or need to move faster so as not to be caught. So you're either speeding, maybe when you're driving, or you're dawdling along, and if you're not quick enough, somebody might catch you. The hare, in many ways, is about movement, shape-shifting. They're also synonymous with their ability to replicate, so making more of. A symbol of fertility. This is what the hare moon, or the moon gazing hare, is known for. Is there something you need to grow? A project, your bank balance, abundance can come in many forms. And when you see the hare, you may very well be in line for some wealth coming your way in the shape or form. Or if you are needing help with direction, call on the hare to give you it. So know which direction to go. There we have it, mother and daughter again. So Demeter and Persephone, she will go to the ends of the earth for her daughter. Oh, she's gone. We've lost her again. Persephone. So the horses, we've got two horses again, which is the chariot, but they're pulling in different directions. So mother and daughter issues. And dad's not doing that about it. And it is the number 32. The mare. Now my mum wouldn't like that word because it was used as you cheeky mare. It was a derogatory term. The gentle mare nurtures her foal, protecting it as it learns to stand on its own 2 feet. And that's what you must do. Don't mollycoddle your kids, because when you're gone, they'll be stuffed. So you've got to teach them to stand on their own 2 feet. You don't think the horse mollycoddles its baby, do you? It's up and walking on its own 2 feet in minutes. So the mare symbolises unconditional love, but not spoiling. The tenderness of the great God is for all her children. There is nothing stronger and more enduring than a mother's love. So give yourself without reservation to those you love and receive their love in return. Such freely given love is nourishing and sustaining to all your endeavours. And if it isn't love. It is safe for you to open your heart, even though we've got both of them being stubborn and not doing so. So what nurturing, nourishment, protection. Give your whole heart in tender love. What part of you aches to be loved? We all want unconditional love. And unfortunately, we've got the wolf. The wolf bane, I believe it is. Yeah, in the reverse. So Saturn, which is lies. Urus, Algis, Tiwaz. Simulo, which is the sun. Ken, so the name Ken, and Hannah's, so Hannah or Helen or Hell, where Persephone was. So let's have a look then. The wolf. Which wolf are you going to feed? The positive or the negative? Because we have 2 wolves inside of us, and the one that you feed is the one that will win. The number 29. Oh my God, can't make it up. So we've got Persephone's 2 there, and her 29 there. The daughter, the psychic, the tarot reader, the medium. And unfortunately, they put us through the ringer if you want to be a good one, because you can't give advice if you haven't been through the pain yourself. So 2 and 29, massively important. We've got 28, 29, 30, 2, 3. So 29 towards the back. So the Latin name was a Conitum Lycotonum. There you go, Len. I'll get it eventually. So Saturn and Mars. We talked about Mars in the astrology. So the truth and war. This is the fire element that we're looking for. The need for that fire in the pit of your belly. Because without it, nothing can be created. Wolfsbane is steeped in folklore and magic, but is rarely used physically today by modern witches, both because of its highly toxicity and the fact that it is often mistaken for monkshood. Aconitum napellus, though wolfsbane is traditionally Aconitum lycotumnum, because lichens is wolf, or vulparia, with yellow flowers rather than purple hood of napellus. Famous in Greek lore, it was said to poison the tips of arrows to ward off wolves used by Medea in the attempt to poison Theseus. So we need to look up who they are because I've never heard of them before. So I will have a look at that. But it says Medea, so it could be because of Mercury as well, the mainstream media. So poisonous arrows, lies. Theseus is a protective herb against night creatures, from werewolves to other nightmares, and its relative monkshood is used to wash upon magical items to empower them. Wolfsbane is said to force shapeshifters to return to their normal form, which is what happened to the hare, isn't it? She returned to being a female instead of running around as a hare. So people may be hiding their true nature, and it's going to come out. Likewise, it can be used to help us shift our shape to another perspective, particularly wolves and ravens. As a poison, it is sacred to the underworld gods, where Persephone was taken, particularly the goddess Hecate, that you're at a crossroads. So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. The tiniest amount can be deadly, so if growing it or using it in any way, the utmost caution should be taken. Wolfsbane is not a friendly spirit to most people. It draws up that which is animalistic inside us. So if you are a psychic or an empath, you need to put your force fields up, protect yourself, because they're coming for you, the dark energies. And if you play with black magic, it will come back to you tenfold. It's the medicine that helps us face the primeval fears, dreads of existence, the blame or the shame, and in our own personal journey, Wolfsbane can help us tap into our inner wolf for protection and wisdom if we are not afraid to face the primal nature. Wolfsbane releases our inner warrior, able to face any situation, and that's what we need, because we're not facing it, we're ignoring it, because both those sword people were in reverse. The spirit of Wolfsbane indicates a sense of terror, almost uncontrollable desire to run away and escape, which is the Pisces in Neptune energy, from the confrontation to take place. So it's the fear, or escape by becoming someone or something else. If you're running from something, what fear or dread are you being forced to face right now? There's no way out unless you do. Learn to face it with courage of a warrior, knowing there is no one way that's correct, but it is in the facing of your fear that you will find the next step, not by avoiding it. You are a spiritual warrior. It's time to remember that. Stop sitting on the couch watching Netflix, brush off your sword and get on the battlefield. Be ready, because it's coming. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Take care. Love and light. Bye.